first day here in Bermuda. Mark Twain said that almost 100 years ago. You can come to Bermuda, you can wear the Bermuda shorts, but you're not really a Bermudan until you have Bermuda socks. I bought this morning in downtown Hamilton. One of the things that this beach is famous for, most people know about Bermuda having pink sand. So let's take a look. Let's see. You can buy this for like $3 a bottle in the souvenir stores there, but can you zoom in on that, Olga? See that? I guess I see a little bit of pink in there. I left my shorts in Vancouver, so all I've got are these baggy Bermuda-style shorts. I'm going to go swimming them. Well, apparently extra large in Bermuda is like extra small, and either that or it's a typo. Either that or I just got fat in my hotel. I don't know. I'm eating potato chips. But you know, I was looking at the sign over there. I was thinking, this looks like a beach you might see sharks. There are no sharks here. But there is something just as interesting. Actually, it's even more interesting. Portuguese man-of-war. You know what that is? It's a jellyfish about this big, floats on the top of the water, and it's got these long tentacles. If they touch you, you're done for. Let's go and see if we can see something. You're in on a cruise ship. Where?
We left from New York. We're
New
from
York?
Rhode Island.
From Rhode Island? Yeah. What's Rhode Island famous for? I know one thing. I know one thing it's famous for.
Being a small state.
Yeah, well, that's true. Pens. Cross pens are made in Rhode Island. And so you're just here on a cruise ship for the day?
Yep.
You pulled into Hamilton, you came off the boat, came over to the pink beach.
Which is beautiful.
Now, is it pink? We were trying to think about, look at this and see, is this actually pink?
When it's wet.
It's more pink when it's wet.
Pink when wet.
That's what I thought so too. Okay.
I went and grabbed some while we were out there, and it's pink when it's...
Yeah, okay, so it's not just a marketing scam, it really is pink. Okay, and what happened in Rhode Island before you left? What's the big news in Rhode Island? Tell everybody, here's your chance to tell. Millions of people on YouTube. Nothing interesting?
No.
Come on, think hard. You got a tattoo there, what does that say? Is that in some...
Elvish, it's the ring.
It's what?
The ring.
Oh, the ring from the Lord of the Rings. Really? Now that was filmed in Rhode Island, wasn't it? Just kidding. Do you want a piece of my chocolate bar? Oh, look, I can't give you anything. It says, it's not for girls. Yeah. Kai, right?
Yeah,
how do you spell that?
K-H-Y.
K-H-Y. Okay, nice to meet you. Hey, fabulous tour.
Thanks.
So what did we just see? Tell me a little bit about what we saw.
Just went down about 55 feet down, right?
Well, I'm standing in a cave in Bermuda called Fantasy Caves. It's one of two caves, and what's amazing about this place is the sea comes up right through here. In fact, there's a tide. There's about a 3-foot tide. Right now it's low tide. I can see the water that's a very deep blue color, very clear. No life because there's no light, except for the light we just turned on. And with no light, there's no food. And if there's no food, there's no fish. They were discovered in 1907 by two young boys that made apparently lots of money. They bought a house in the United States with all the money they made from this place. At least that's what our tour guide, Jerome, said. We can see, of course, stalactites. Those are the ones hanging down from the ceiling. Tights, because they're tight up to the ceiling. And stalagmites coming up from the ground. When they connect together, they're called a column. And we can see those. I'll show you a few of those in a moment. Apparently, there's a cave that connects this about 100 meters over to Crystal Caves right over there. And that's about 50 feet deep. So you can imagine a scuba diver's going down there and swimming across 100 feet in a little cave, obviously totally black, and then ending up in Crystal Cave. Now look, you know, whenever you have something like this in a small island, and let's face it, we're a long ways from anything. A lot of people will make up stories. Are there any legends about this cave? Anything that, like ghosts, people that went in and never came out, things like that?
Yeah, what happened to the owner that owned this land at first, right? When he passed away, if you were to walk down and go straight toward the back of the cave, you see a shadow of a man.
I saw that.
Yeah, and it actually says that that's the shadow of the man that actually he, like his spirit stays in the cave and watches over the cave. So
oh, really?
That's one thing
that's amazing.
Down there. Yeah, man.
All right. So now there's another cave you said that connects to Crystal Caves, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to see that now as well?
In about 2 seconds.
2 seconds. You're ready. 2 seconds. We got to go. Bye-bye. Bermuda breakfast. Now let's look what we got here.
Well, I have
egg, some tomato.
egg in one bite, like cool egg in one bite. Look, that's my Bermudan breakfast.
That is the only genuine Bermudan meal.
about this one?
Oh, sorry. Oh, we'll point it out. Of course, we got the Johnny bread. We've had that in a few restaurants already. It's kind of like a shortbread, fried shortbread. Well, on a rock in the middle of nowhere. It's 2 hours by plane to New York that way, and about 7.5 hours to London, and 2.5 hours to Toronto. Anyway, one of the things about being on a rock in the middle of nowhere is water is a real problem. So the Bermuda to figure out a way to at least deal with it partially. All the roofs funnel down into drainage collection, and they go into water tanks that are built underneath of the house. Every roof, even on a bus stop, is going to have one of those white drain collectors. There's the main city, Hamilton, and that's where we are right now. From here to here, it's going to be about 15 kilometers, so not very big. You probably wouldn't want to do it, but it actually would be very easy and not very expensive to take a bus right from the airport, because there's not many of them, not many routes that is, right to Hamilton, and you'll probably be at the hotel there. And that would cost you a lot less than taking a cab. It's about $30. Gives me a clue. It's in Braille. Of course, I can't read Braille, but it says sensory bus. I can actually, the smell, the fragrance of the flowers is already overpowering me right here as I walk in. Get ready. You getting this, Olga?
Yeah.
Okay, here goes.
Wow, I like a professional one.
Yeah.